Hey everybody, this is the Iron Showdown at the Club Fix. The Club Fix is a custom fitting place, very high tech, very inclusive custom fitting place. They have this iron biron machine, really beautiful facility in Irvine, California. There's the club maker who makes them for all over the country. They have all different types of shafts here. Just showing you around a little bit of what they have. These are all their different driver shafts. There are the driver heads from basically every OEM manufacturer. All different kinds of options, flexes, things like that. One last sweep of the facility before we get into this. Today I'm going to be testing irons out, trying to see if there's something that can make me better.
Start hitting some 6 iron, and then I'm just going to see just something new against whatever you have. Obviously, have you been on? Green light goes on.
Yeah.
Usually middle. You're pretty good.
What's the name of this thing?
Foresight.
Foresight.
So what I'm going to do is just basically stick you in the same shaft, kind of just guessing about what kind of shaft you need, and then just run you through the different heads. Once we figure out which head you like, then we run you through the shaft. Make sense? So it's a process of elimination.
All right, so first off, as Mark was saying, I'm going to hit my clubs that are in the bag right now. These are my this is all the 6 iron. So this is the 6 iron from my Nike.
So
set.
that's your clubs. What was that first one you did? Like over here in the right. Have you been at 6 iron? So that's 4 balls of 6 iron?
Yes.
Man, you just jumped on one, huh?
Yeah, you know.
So even in this,
all of them were fat except for.
So even in this, you could see your max 6 iron is about 83 miles per hour.
Okay.
So obviously you drop it, it goes down. Spin rate's really good. Your spin rates are exceptional. The rule of thumb is if you're hitting a 6 iron, you want to be at about 5,000 revolution. It's about 1,000 per mil.
All right, this is the Strixon 945 that I'm trying here. And generally, Mark, how much further is this one going than what's in the bag for me now?
About 10 to 11, 12 yards.
My 6 iron's going somewhere around 11 yards further.
Yeah, so I'm getting about 11 yards more with this than the other one.
This is the Strixon 745, you guys see. This one is definitely easier to hit than the bladier one. So we're going to keep moving on through the sets. Callaway Apex.
Right, so the Strixon went 185, the more forgiving one. And this Callaway Apex goes 194. This goes ridiculous, almost like uncomfortably long. Not sure about the long side. Yeah, Mark thinks that I could hit one of these 6 iron 200 yards. They feel pretty good, but it just I couldn't get used to them, and you can see the spread on these was starting to get a little crazy too, a little bit too far left.
187 carry for a 6 iron. Callaway Apex Pro. What's the difference between the Pro and the regular? Just a smaller head, less offset, stuff like that? Okay.
So here's the Callaway Apex Pro, like I said, smaller heads, less offset. And this went just only slightly shorter. 187 still, as an average distance for a 6 iron for me, is really, really long. So, but you know, for some reason, I didn't like these, and the spread out there on the range was not that
great. They're a lot shorter, as I stated earlier. You hit that pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not in love with this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Ping eye blade. I'm gonna try now.
All right, so here's the Ping eye blade. Now this was one of my favorite irons I hit this day. This is 187 average for the 6 iron, and I hit another one here. And it really felt like the type of club you could go out to the course and shoot a score with. Really consistent off the face, well balanced from heel to toe. You just didn't feel like you were going to do anything crazy with it one way or the other. You really felt like this club you could go out and actually play in golf tournaments, you know, like stroke play, regular golf tournaments where every shot counts. Some of these clubs, you know, you hit these like booming, amazing drives, but you don't really feel like you're controlling the ball.
All right, so what they're selling a lot of here is this club here, the PXG. It's a kind of a cheap, affordable brand if you guys are looking for something like real low priced. No, I'm just kidding. These are like $350 a head. Plus, you know. Anyway, so this is, what's the model of this?
That's 311 Tour.
311 Tour. All right, let's try this one.
All right, so the 311 Tour, average distance on this one for me was 187s, same as the iBlades.
A little bit, yeah.
I was really excited to play these. I didn't love the way they felt though. I would, for as much as they were, it just wasn't anything fancy. I didn't love it.
This is the PXG 311, not the Tour one, but just the regular 311. Let's try this. It's supposed to be a very long club. I'm Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very forgiving.
All right, so this is a good. The PXG 311 is long, but it's also forgiving. But like I said, it just didn't feel like something I would want to play with.
All right, the TaylorMade now. The thing with the rubber in the bottom, PSI.
I really like the RSI irons of these TaylorMades. These here were not they felt very good. They were one of the top ones, but not my favorites. I didn't like them as much as the Strixon or the Pings.
All right, Titleist AP2s.
Okay, here are the Titleist AP2s. A lot of people really love these clubs. These were one of my least favorite clubs. I just sprayed them around quite a bit. They felt like I couldn't feel the head of it, and I couldn't feel it off the face very well. I just did not. I wasn't crazy about the AP2s. Just did not really have that. I don't know. It didn't have that solid feel I would have expected.
Yeah. Let's switch. This is the Titleist. What is this just called? CB? Titleist CB.
All right, so it's actually the 714. This one. And I love the look of these, but I hated this club. I wasn't into it at all. It went short compared to the other ones too.
All right, so I just hit, how many golf clubs did I hit?
We went
Different
through-
types of clubs.
We went through about 10 different clubs.
We have a bunch of different numbers, a ton of data to look at here. Right off the bat, the shortest of all the clubs I hit were the clubs that are in my bag, by a lot. I mean, even the shortest club of those 10 we hit was still 8 yards longer than the best one that I hit with the 6-iron from my Nike set. And all right, so we're going to go over the data, and then we'll see the winner. I have one that I like the most in my mind, but there's kind of two Titleists, so we'll see what the numbers say. All right, guys, so on this board in front of, behind me, are all the numbers of everything I hit. Let's go, Mark. Mark is, I'm going to be the weather girl today, and Mark is operating this thing.
Yeah.
So, all right, so let's go first of what I was doing with this one that says driver. This is my Nike, right, Mark?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's just get to the distance. The carry distance was 161, total of 172 on my 6-iron, the Nike set that I have now. And so then the first thing that we tried was this Strixon. These first yellow ones was the Strixon
940.
945, right?
Yeah.
So these are the more bladey pro ones, and I hit those a lot further. Where's my carry here? So instead of carrying at 161, I hit these in this range here, about 74, 76. So I hit those like 14, 15 yards further than this. And then we went to
740.
these green ones here are the Strixon 745s, and I hit those altogether. Of all the Strixons, I hit those 12 yards further than I hit mine. And not only that, but the pattern of those was a lot tighter. I really liked the 745s, the way it felt. And I also like some of the more bladey 945 ones, but I hit a couple that were really bad just because they were so small, the heads. Then we went to the Callaway Apex, and these clubs are really long. Now the first ones I hit were the regular Apex. That was
CF16.
Yeah. So this one, so 182 versus 181. So that's 21 yards further. I hit the Callaway Apex. They went very high though. So then I switched to the Callaway Apex Pro. As we pan up, Mark. I switched to the Callaway Apex Pro, and they went considerably shorter, another 6 yards shorter, but still 176 versus 1, so it's still 15 yards further than I was hitting my Nikes. And then going through the rest of it, I did the Pings, iBlade. I really liked that club. The feedback wasn't that great. Moving on to the PXG clubs, PXG clubs also, so you can see 14 miles further than my 14 yards further than my Nikes. but you could see that they were. I could feel. I wasn't in love with the PXG. I liked the Pro one a little bit better, but I was kind of hooking it with that. It might have been kind of a weighting issue. Moving on to the I really like the TaylorMade PSI. I thought that was a very good club. That would be a runner, but also it had a little bit more offset than I liked. Not crazy distance, 174. What was the distance on the combined Strixons?
You were at 176.
So leader in the clubhouse now is the Strixon.
If I eliminate this one that you hit on the hosel,
Oh yeah, let's do that.
and it goes up a little bit. Yeah, 174.
74. Okay. So go down past the TaylorMade PSIs. So right, and then we did the Titleist APs, which the first ones we did were the Titleist AP2s. So those did not go very far. Either of the Titleists went very, very short for me. I wasn't crazy about that. And then that was it, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Here at the Club Fix in Irvine, after going through all of these 10 different sets of kind of irons, the winner for me is actually going to be kind of like a two-part answer, I think. I really, really like the Strixon 745. This is a club that doesn't get a ton of press, but this was my favorite of all the clubs. Now, the only thing I would want to experiment with is that I might do kind of like I have on my Nikes. Exactly, a combo set of these two. So you can see this is like the Hideki Matsuyama Super Blade, and this is the little bit more forgiving, but the top lines are not extremely different. So I think the winner is going to be a combo set of these Strixons. So if you guys are interested in this place, they are going to do a special deal just for people who come in here and say, hey, I saw this place on Be Better Golf. So if you guys want a driver fitting that will test, how many different kinds of drivers?
We just kind of go through, we got about 10 different ones.
10 different kinds of drivers and your own that you bring in. And so we're going to do a special. If you say Be Better Golf when you come in here, they're going to do it for $50, which is an extreme discount from what it would be. So it's a lot of fun. It doesn't take too long. And I really think I'm going to play a lot better. I'm expecting maybe half a stroke from just changing my irons. So we're going to be doing more videos out of Club Fix. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. See ya.
Of all the different things we've talked about and worked on, I think the thing, without a doubt, that's helped me actually improve and get better is changing my concept about sinking the swing.
To me, it is the single most important thing in the golf swing. It's not lag, it's not how much open your hips get at impact, it's not that you hit a draw, it's not that you hit a fade. Can you get your arms to the same spot on your chest every single time?
Notice how right here, this is longer than this, so you want to feel a little more level and a little more open.
Yeah.
You don't want to compress right here too much.
This is the way to actually be better, to be a better golfer, not just be yourself 100 balls later.
The biggest problem I see where golfers from like 3 to 12 can improve is learn how to land this on the body earlier.